Dave made this beat.
Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 162. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Streezy back in the building. What's good, Slacker family?
What it do? We got our people in the building already. We got moms in the building. We got checking in from Texas.
Yes,
and we got Bobby as well already commenting. What's good? Welcome to the show. And Uncle's giving a shout out to rest in peace, Maury Wills. I don't know who that is. I'm going to have to be educated right now. But rest in peace. American baseball player. Rest in peace. Thank you for that shout out, Unc.
Yeah, sure.
Welcoming into the show, Strizzy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, dog. You know what I'm saying? Doing really good. I feel rested. You know what I mean? How about you?
Yeah, everything is good. I can't really complain. A lot's been going on. Just in general, I can't believe it's already October. Happy October to everybody. It's officially scary time out there. But yeah, I just feel like the rest of the year is gonna go by in a flash, man. And it's like there's a lot going on. So
it actually felt really good this morning, man. I was driving around this morning with the windows down. It was actually a little cool. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't cold, but it was definitely cool. You know what I'm saying? So can't wait, man. I love hoodie season.
Yes, absolutely. Pretty soon we'll get to rock that hoodie, make it official. And one hoodie extraordinaire, if I do say so myself, that we got to add to the squad real quick is Mad Marcus. What's good, brother?
Boy, I can't wait to pull them hoodies out, boy.
I know.
I mean, they on deck. I think I did pull one out. I was like, a little too early for that. No, I did a sweatshirt. It was a little too early. Crew neck. I was like, nah.
I know you got either a hoodie or a crew neck for every cold day of the year. So I know you're ready waiting.
I'm so ready, man.
You can't waste one of those days. So also got Anthony Wesson in the building. What's good? Welcome, Anthony Wesson.
I hope I get
he beat me this week. I can't say what's up to that, man.
I'm trying to get like Strizzy. He said he's rested, man. I can't wait till I can say that again, dog. Can't wait.
Had a nice little nap today. You know what I'm saying? Shoulder's been bothering me a little bit, so I iced that out the last couple of days. So it's feeling pretty good. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just push myself a little too hard. Some much needed rest, so I'm feeling a lot better.
Getting swole ain't easy, man. We see you over there, so glad you're getting the rest in too. So
sure.
Unc said, yeah, baseball player played with Jackie Robinson. Mom's also commenting he was amazing for the Dodgers in the 60s.
Okay.
So Mom, you don't know nobody in the 60s. How you know about that, Mom? You weren't even born. Come on, Mom.
Yeah, Mom somehow knows about stuff way before her time, somehow. So
come on, stop it.
And welcoming in Grace to the show too. She said Hoodie Talk brought that double M smile out, so that's what's up. Yeah.
She's on that thin line. She's like, stay where we at. We good, Grace. we good. Stay right there. Don't push me now.
So funny. That's too funny. But yeah, so I do want to welcome everybody in the show. We'll go ahead and get things popping. Do got to give a quick shout out to Aaron Judge, number 62. Anthony Wesson says he's mad he didn't go to the Rangers game tonight.
You could have caught that ball, dog. You probably would have caught it.
He said prices were crazy, but if you would have had the left field seats, if you would have grabbed that ball, it would have been all worth it. That's for sure.
Man, yeah, they showed like all 62 of his home runs this year. That man has no favorite spots. That ball is spread out everywhere. Like it's everywhere. Like that man has no favorite spot in any section. Like anybody can get it. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. He's just got that raw power. And I do have to say, he definitely bet on himself. Didn't turn down the extension offer at the beginning of the year from the Yankees. Now he's going to be able to name his own price. So,
what y'all thinking the price is going to be?
I don't know. Yeah. So, well, I don't know. I think it's going to be at least around $40 million a year. But I just think the thing is how long of the contract, because that might be the question is how many years does he get behind it? But we'll see.
He stays in New York too, though.
I think he might. I think maybe the Dodgers. Who knows? Like, I think it might depend on how they want to pay everybody. Man, they love a story. That's the only real team that could take him away from the Yankees. I think so. I don't know. Unk said, "Who'd sell a ball hit by Aaron Judge right now?" I would either right now or you save it for a long time. But I would be selling it right now. So, especially if it was one of those last ones, that's for sure. So, but yeah, shout out to Aaron Judge on that one. We'll be putting up the highlight of that one. I'll put up the highlight. I did. Hopefully, you guys noticed, you slackers out there. We started putting some little highlights out here and there on the YouTube channel. Just some little stuff for you guys. For the teams we like, just some different stories in baseball. But I think it's kind of cool to see the highlights a little bit here and there. And I put one on there earlier for Anthony Weston too. So generating a little bit of views and traffic for the YouTube channel, that's never a bad thing. And all of them are copyright free. So it's letting us kind of share some stuff out there with you guys. So check out the channel for that. And if you hit the bell, you'll be able to see all the highlights as they come out. So so check on that. Let's see. We got Kelly in the building real quick too before we get started.
Kelly,
a little something on there too. So yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. I think we might as well go ahead and launch into our first topic of the day.
Let's get it.
Oh, let me pull this up first. Okay, now we're in position. Let's get it. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk. Let's get it. All right, NFL Talk. Week 4 in the season of the NFL season is complete, and some different storylines going on, but it was kind of overshadowed by injuries. Starting with Thursday, Tua being stretchered off the field during Thursday Night Football after suffering what appeared to be his second concussion in about 4 days. So, some little news on that. He's not expected to play this weekend. They said it's too early for him to give a timetable yet. And then also the independent neurologist that was evaluated Tua during the Bills game last Sunday or a week ago Sunday has actually been fired since then from the NFL. Yeah. So we talked about it a little bit last week, but what do you guys think about the Tua injury? Definitely scary on Thursday night, but you agree with the firing, Marcus, for sure?
Yeah, man, because we know it wasn't no back, man. We seen him hit his head. Like, he didn't even reach for his back, so it was bad. But I think Thursday night was the worst. Like, seeing it live, how I looked at his hands, and that's like scary, man. Like, you just like it happened right away. So I was like, man, I just hate that. And not playing this week, I don't think he should play the rest of this year. Shoot, like you gotta think about yourself, man. You know, we see all these other people like the Junior Seau and like that. People has had bad head injuries, man. It's not that serious, man. So I wouldn't play the rest of the year. He had back-to-back series. It wasn't like a little bit. He almost fainted on one, and that one he's all crinched up. So if I'm his family, I'm like, you need to take this one out.
Yeah,
bro, I almost cried. It's funny when I saw it happen. I teared up for the kid because
it's emotional, man.
For me, just the medical background. You know what I mean? Like for me, it was like I think everyone should have been fired. I think the entire Dolphins organization needs to be looked at. Coaching staff needs to be looked at. The neurologist needs to have his license taken from him because that's extreme negligence. It's so much more than just a concussion, man. It's so neurological. The Bills game, the man got up, took 3 steps, and almost fainted. Like literally, it's like a light flicker, right? So basically, what happened is he stood up, damn near got knocked out, woke back up immediately to the point where he didn't completely fall over. And even in this game on Thursday, like Marcus was saying, that wasn't his back. It was whiplash. So he hit his head again. And basically all of the functions that tell his brain to do certain things kind of shut off. That's why when you see his fingers doing this, his fingers didn't know what to do. They couldn't relax, right? I feel like the Dolphins organization also needs to be looked into. There's no way he should have been playing in a Thursday game. That's not even a full week. That's a couple of days, not to mention travel time.
That's a violent game too. He's playing, so
exactly. It's a very violent game. Like I hope there's so much more of an investigation that goes into this because Marcus was saying that he should take the whole year off. He should legitimately take the rest of the season off. Legitimately, he should really, really think about it. If not, it could one more really bad hit could be the end of his career, let alone the season.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
Yeah, and the comments weighing in on that, definitely, Kelly said, so scary. Bobby said he's just a fall guy. Most of the staff needs to be fired. yeah, for them to kind of look the other way and be like, oh, I didn't really know, or whatever. It's kind of I guess we were kind of past that in the NFL, but you never really know. Anthony Weston says the guy who made the Will Smith concussion movie said he should retire. I think he's talking about Tua should retire. And it is kind of scary, too, considering his career is so young and he's so injury prone to start. Came into the NFL with injuries, so
because he's a small guy, so those guys coming at him, it's easy to just throw him around a little bit.
Yeah.
But how would you guys feel too that he still played too? Like I don't think they could have forced him to play.
Yeah, I think that it's true. Like it is on the staff to protect, help the players protect themselves from themselves too. But he did go out there I think sometimes the players in the moment, they're not really considering themselves as much. But I do think that he has to take some of the responsibility because not only was he cleared to play, but he wanted to play and he went back out there probably more than willingly. So it is a tough situation. He has some of that responsibility, I think, too.
I've always said
the record has something to do with it too.
Yeah, I think you're right too. They started off so hot, and I agree. I think players have to take some responsibility too. But I've always said the concussion protocol in the NFL is a joke. Like I've said this for years, it's a complete joke. And I think that, as granted, I never played in the NFL and something like that, but as an ex-player, we want to play. So if a doctor tells me no, he's fine, he's okay to play, and I feel okay to go back out there, I'm gonna go back out there. So I agree with you, A-Dub, where it's he's got to take responsibility too, but doctors telling you, no, you're okay, he doesn't have a concussion, he can go back out there, he still goes out there and performs, he's going to go back out there regardless. So again,
right. It shouldn't come down to his decision.
Basically. Exactly. Coaching staff, medical staff, it's literally these guys' responsibility to protect these players from themselves because they will always go back out there and play 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also got to play a factor in all preseason, a little bit of the season beginning, Tua, is he that guy? Is he going to do it this year? Right, he's going to do it. So you trying to prove people that I still can play when this happened. I'm I want to prove people because you had your best game of your career and you I can still play, but it's kind of oh man, what do you do, man? But he has to have somebody in his corner that hey Tua, hey man,
for real, yeah. That's where your boys come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you look at dudes like Luke Kuechly, Panthers, right? Dude had so many more years ahead of him, but just because of all the concussion injuries, he was I have to step away. I'm retiring early. So I hope he does. I hope he actually goes and gets an outside kind of CT scan, MRI type stuff from different doctors outside of the team, outside of the NFL, and really talks with his family and really looks at his future because these dudes, man. So many NFL players die so young from brain hemorrhages and CTE and things of that nature. So I'd hate to see that happen for him because of 2 back-to-back concussions with days apart. That's horrible. We've already lost too many athletes at too early age. I hate to see him be the next one.
Yeah. And last thing about it too, I was gonna say maybe you can talk to 2 quarterbacks who have a problem, even though they play a long career. But I think Steve Young and Troy Aikman should be able to talk to them because I know they probably dealing with some things right now that happened with them later in their career. So they could probably listen to them Super Bowl champs. They Hall of Famers. So maybe they can kind of say maybe not say it's the end of your career, but maybe Tua take the season off because this has happened to me. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a player, so listen to a player. I know doctors say certain things, but I play. I know what happened, so maybe he'll listen to somebody like that.
Yeah,
but it just it's scary, man. Like you said, it was very emotional seeing him like that.
Yeah, it was rough, man. It was rough. I can only imagine what his family, his parents are going through. You know what I mean? That was scary.
Yeah, most definitely. So I think you guys hit it on the head though. And yeah, it is kind of sad that overshadowed things, but definitely a big topic to think about. And every time something like that happens, we're kind of reminded too that this is a game, and kind of like Unc says, a game is not worth the life. So, so definitely. A couple other injury news things this weekend. Javonte Williams for the Broncos out with a torn ACL. He'll miss the rest of the year.
Dang, I didn't know that.
And then Randy Gregory placed on IR. He's going to miss at least 4 games. I think. So the Broncos dealing with a little bit. The Eagles still flying high. Now they're the only undefeated team. They're 4-0, and then only the Texans are winless. They're I think 3-1. So But there's actually 15 teams at 2-2 after 4 weeks. So very even-keeled season so far. Who knows where it's gonna go from here? But I do like the fact that it seems like there's a lot of even teams and good competition. You never really know week to week. One of those teams on the lower end, though, the Steelers have made the choice to go with Kenny Pickett as the starter. I'm excited to see what happens with that. He had some instant connection with George Pickens as well. So see if they can make a little bit of rookie magic. But they have a tough schedule ahead. So I don't know.
Season over.
Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be the year for the Steelers. Maybe this is the first time Mike Tomlin goes under.
I think
500.
so. I think so. It's going to be the first one.
Yeah, he had 3 interceptions in that short period. Well, one of them was not his fault. One of them was on the receiver, but still counts as interception.
Who's that, Pickett?
Yeah, he had 3 interceptions in that game.
In the second
Yeah. They were quick too. Like
he's going to throw it around though. At least it's going to be exciting,
Yeah. You don't let it fly.
So I didn't see the game. So I know I'm gonna say on here now. I was wrong about Trubisky, but did he get hurt or he just got benched?
He got benched.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried, Mitch. I tried, man. I was rooting for you, dog.
Is that question? Is that it for Mitch then? Like,
yeah, that's it.
For Chicago, couldn't back up in Buffalo.
That's it, buddy. This is the last shot because Buffalo, I wouldn't count that one. You wouldn't get in the game.
Sure. You wouldn't get in unless Allen goes down. You're right.
But Chicago, we said the offensive coordinator, we said the coach didn't give him a shot, and this was a great team, great division that he could have showed his thing, but
great defense,
great running back there. So maybe he gonna blame it on Watt getting hurt. That's why he can't play his voice.
Funny thing is, Steelers have a great defense. He played with the Bears too, and they had that number 1 defense, just a couple years ago. So like he, you know what I'm saying? I can't let him off too lightly. You know what I'm saying? I just think but not gonna make it.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough though. And Anthony says, have y'all seen the Steelers' next 6 games?
Is it that tough?
It's gonna be a trial by fire for the kid. The next 6 games: the Bills, Bucks, Dolphins, Eagles, Saints, Bengals. So,
but the Saints ain't
Saints.
It's okay.
But defensively,
Bills, Bucks, Dolphins, Eagles. That's pretty tough. So,
Dolphins, I don't know. Dolphins be going to be tough. They got so it might be back to themselves too. They have an excuse.
Yeah, we'll see. Bobby, though, commenting about his coaching experience, he says he had a kid get a concussion last Saturday, then get cleared by Friday. Didn't let him play because it was only a week after.
That's
smart, man. Yeah, got to be careful. Last thing on here before we get into the scoreboard and just kind of talk the scoreboard in general, we have Dak Prescott still some swelling in that thumb, still not exactly ready to come back, I don't think, but Cooper Rush, the backup's doing good, so 3-0 without him. That's legit. What's wrong, Marcus?
He said he can't grip the ball yet. So I'm like, there's no rush. Rush is doing well. Don't rush him back.
What's wrong, Marcus?
I think Dak is fine. Dak don't want to play now. He don't want to be Romo.
You think he's nervous to come back?
Yeah, he don't want to be Romo. Yeah, because week against the Bengals, he was throwing the ball a little bit. Against the Giants, he's out there warming up. Now all of a sudden it's swollen. I'm just saying, CD looking great. He got my man Noah Brown like an all-pro receiver. Like Noah Brown haven't done that in all 2 years he was with the Cowboys. He probably had 2 catches
right.
He's killing right now. And then you got Gallup coming back, Washington coming back. I don't think Dak's going to come back right now. I'm not saying he's going to come back this year, but I think he's going to take his time now.
Got you. Bobby said you guys got the Coop show. I hope it's not true. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping we kind of lost this game, so we won't be a controversy. But he looks good though, man. I'm sorry, dog.
I just like that he doesn't get rattled. He does definitely look stable back there. He makes the throws he has to. But come on, though. I need Dak back. Like, I'm sorry. Week one. If Cooper Rush would play, we would be 4-0 right now. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Hey, Pops, what you think, Pops? You in the house now. Pops, what do you think? We keep Dak to like week 8, maybe after the bye? I was after the bye at least.
Oh, wow. Well, let's see. I don't know. We'll have to see. Pops might be behind though. He said 2 is done. I told you, and he did call. And he was upset on Thursday too with the Tua injury. But he did say, he was like, he just felt like it was coming soon that he would just get some kind of injury because he's so small. Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. Anthony Weston about the Dak. He says if the Cowboys keep winning, do you keep riding and put Dak game in the next game if he's ready? I don't know. Unc says don't let him back until he's fully healthy. I just think that he's not rushing to come back.
So we play Rams Sunday?
We play the Rams this week.
In LA, right?
Yeah, in LA.
If I'm putting it out there. If we beat them in LA, Dak don't come back till we need you, dog. You number 2. I'm just saying, dog. If we go to LA and we beat them, I'm serious. We beat them in LA. Hey, Dak, you number 2 right now, dog, this year. I'm sorry, dog.
No.
Okay.
Pop says don't be silly. Dak is a premier player and should play as soon as he's
healthy. I'm just going from what we seen week 1. He looked terrible. I'm just saying.
That's so funny, but I don't know. We'll see. But maybe he is like, let me come in after Cooper or at least loses the game. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let him mess up. I'm just putting him in there because you the starter. No, you number 2 right now. We beat, but I don't think we're gonna beat LA. That's what I'm saying. We're not gonna.
LA don't look good though. I don't know if it's a Super Bowl hangover or what. They ain't look very good this year.
They can't beat the 49ers. They always have a hard time with the 49ers.
No, that's facts. But even speaking of that, they haven't looked that great.
Speaking of that, though, we do need to make an announcement. This week's pick'em came down to the very end. It did come down to Monday Night Football, Rams and 49ers, and it came down to Moms versus Kelly. They each picked their respective teams. And with Kelly's 49ers coming out on top, she won this week. And she sent in a special request that we put up this picture for her. So there we go.
So we doing pictures when we win now?
Yeah, so I was gonna say we're opening it up. If you guys win, send in some pictures and stuff. Make sure we get you a proper shout out on the show for sure.
That's a good picture, though. That's a good picture, y'all. Looks good.
She wanted to show off the boys a little bit. I was gonna put the picture too of her and Mom's fighting, but it got a little ugly, so we'll just leave it at that. But no, it was good stuff though. But definitely congratulations, Kelly, on that.
What up, Miles? What's going on, Miles?
Yeah, Moms was banking on her Rams though. It's cool that it came down to their 2 teams though, so that's what's up. So,
but can we go back to Pops? Hey, Pops, you can't. Don't ban me, dog. I'm just hey, man. All right, Pops. All right, man.
Wow, he tried to ban you. Dang.
Yeah, I am kind of warm though. I ain't gonna lie, I am kind of warm, Pop. So you might be right.
Them lights hitting you. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is. All right, so let's see. I think we talked about most of the games on here, but let's look at the scoreboard. Any other games you guys wanted to mention?
We got to talk about our brother, his team, man. We got to talk about that, man.
Yeah, what happened after a big win against the Saints?
Nothing. It was barely a big win against the Saints. Our offense is just that bad. Defense can't. I'm telling you, man. Defense, what Cardinals had 3 points at halftime or something like that. Barely scored or something like that at halftime. Defense can't just be on the field all game long, man. No, how mad I was when I woke up Monday morning and still saw that Ben McAdoo and Matt Rule had a job. Bro, I was
waiting for them fired.
I was like, come on, what do they have to do? We literally have the worst offense in the league. It's so bad. It's horrible. It's not even fun to watch. The Texans are competitive. They might be the only team that'll win, but they're competitive. They're doing things like McCaffrey had another good game. He rushed from the second, third game over 100 yards. This game he basically did it through the air, but he's barely able to do anything because the offense is so bad. I can only imagine what he would do. If we're gonna lose him, we're gonna lose McCaffrey somewhere. He's gonna go to the Chiefs or something. Watch to go play for a team that can actually utilize him, and he can't
go to the Chiefs right now. He's still good, so he can't. If he loses a little bit, then he'll go there, but he ain't going there. He's still got enough in the tank. But that game, y'all had the control of that game. I don't know. It just all of a sudden halftime, it just reversed some kind of way.
We didn't even score our first offensive touchdown to the fourth quarter in garbage time.
I know, but y'all had the momentum off that defensive touchdown. Okay, y'all got control of the game, but it just They just couldn't keep it up again.
Nah, man, defense had momentum. The offense never had anything. Like we literally came back out and was like 3-and-out damn near right away. Like it's just like I appreciate you, Marcus, trying to make me feel better, dog. But God, we fucking suck. Sorry, pardon my language, but the offense is so bad, dude. Like the offense looks unprepared. I think Baker Mayfield had another 5 batted passes. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I've never in my life really been looking forward to, like, when Sam Darnold going to be healthy again? Like, can we just try it out, see what happens? At least Sam Darnold was able to get DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey involved. Like, even when we were 0-3 and the defense was still playing 3-0 last year, the defense was still playing well. Like, McCaffrey and DJ Moore were still involved. DJ Moore has played with shitty quarterbacks his whole career and has still been a top 5 receiver almost every year. So, and that's statistically not my bias thinking. Like, he's actually statistically been like the top 5 receiver in the last 3 seasons. So it's like, even with as bad as Baker's playing, like, dude, if you still can't do anything about it, like, man, you can't make Baker call our streets. I get it. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's that bad. Like but it's also the coaching staff's responsibility to put Baker in a better position to not have his balls batted down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, roll him out a little bit. Like, where's some play action, things of that nature. And like, we're just not doing it at all for whatever reason. So,
I just noticed though. I just realized y'all still have Robbie Anderson.
Yeah.
Y'all have Robert Anderson, DJ Moore, and Christian McCaffrey. Like, y'all should be balling a little bit. I just noticed that.
Not to mention, we have a whole bunch of other really good offensive players than just them. Like, it's really, but the thing is, you would never know it because ain't nobody getting the ball. Like, you would just never know because no one's getting the ball. We drafted Terrace Marshall last year too. He was the 3rd receiver with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
And the Cardinals defense is not that good either. So
they're horrible. They're really bad. They're like 22nd or worse, something like that in the NFL. So it's like, you would think if there was a game where we'd be able to get back on track offensively, this would be it. And it's just not. Like, I'm about to stop watching games until something happens with the coaching staff. I'm riding with the Bulls and Ravens for the rest of the season.
I had one last question, and I guess we can move on. But I was on Ags. You guys think the Ravens should have kicked that field goal? You got the best kicker. No?
Nah.
You got the best kicker in the world ever.
Him at the 4th and 2, and they didn't go for it.
Yeah, you kicked, you tied the game up, and then you got.
My bad. There was a couple situations in that game that I did not agree with, but
no, but I was just saying, at the end of the game, I was just thinking, like, you got the greatest kicker ever, so tie it up. But maybe he didn't trust them to win the game, maybe. Or was that greedy? I just thought. I'm
kind of with you. You could just always go to overtime and then just, you know, go from there.
Even though you was up the whole game and they came back on you, so maybe that's what it was. He must want to get out of there. But yeah.
Ravens defense has been actually really bad. It's 2 weeks in a row they've blown a pretty big
2 touchdown lead at least. Yeah.
But it's a good team though. I think the offense should score more too, especially up that big. But
once the Bills settled in, it was Bills the rest of the way. Like I
think the Bills would have been in trouble. They lost that game. I think that division might be like pulling away from them, you know.
Yeah.
So that was a big win for them, you know. I think it's a bigger win than a bigger loss than for the Ravens also.
Yeah, Pop says Harbaugh doesn't trust his defense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Got it.
They were that close, so
that's crazy. The Ravens are always known for their defense. That's the crazy part. Like,
yeah,
Ray Lewis and Eric Reed turn up from that grave. Even they still alive. I'm just saying, but they did in football. But I'm like, man,
I feel you. Chiefs are satisfied. Chiefs fans are satisfied for sure. Yeah. That was a good game though going into Tampa Bay, but the Bucs scored a lot too. So it was it was a good game.
To me, the Bucs wasn't supposed to win that game. I watched from the beginning. I didn't think they was gonna win that game. You know, it was a Chiefs to win. You know, it just the Bucs just don't seem there. And your leader is going through what he's going through right now. I think he's done for the year too. Like he can't bounce out of that. That's a big issue is going on. Mm-hmm. So I just think the Bucs are done. I'm happy he got his last one, but I think it's over for the Bucs this year.
Yeah, I think
so much going on.
Kind of how we were talking about before, though. Like there isn't like two too big of a power on the NFC side. I feel like even the Packers, who are supposed to be one of those better NFC teams, they went to overtime against the Patriots. I thought that would be a blowout. Patriots down to their third string quarterback. Definitely got to give a shout out to Zappy. He did a good job. Almost had them get a win, So
watch out for them Falcons, man. Watch out.
Falcons. I do want to say that the Falcons, they ran the ball at one point in the second half 25 times in a row. And like that's just dominating football when
that's
you can
college,
run that
isn't
many
it?
Time in a row and move the ball. So
that's college football right there, man.
Yeah, but I did like that. I did like that. I like what I'm seeing from the Falcons. I just can't believe that they basically ran the ball better than the Browns, considering who the Browns have over there. But that was a good game.
The reason I was talking about the Bucs, I was just saying like the Chiefs. I don't think they took it as we beat the Bucs. They're like, okay, we're supposed to beat them. That's all I meant by that.
Gotcha.
They shouldn't get too happy off that.
Yeah. Pop says Chiefs are better without Hill, harder to cover, and starting to work the deep ball.
Really though?
I don't think so. I think they struggled a little too much last week. Not last week, but the week before. I think they struggled a little bit.
I think they playing better than we thought, but they're not better. I don't because to me, if you better, that means you have a receiver that's better than Tyreek Hill on your team, and you don't have that. So I don't think.
And Tyreek Hill is literally putting up astronomical numbers week in, week out since he left with a way worse quarterback. So,
but I do agree with Pop saying they maybe he means they doing better, but they're not better without Tyreek.
No,
gotcha. Yeah, and then Bobby and Anthony. I didn't mean to say it was a close game. I'm sorry. Like
you know they're gonna get you, dog.
Hey.
You know that's the tag team, man.
Okay. but I get it though. I'm not saying that the Bucs had a chance. I just been saying they ended up scoring a lot of points at the end of the day. So,
Edwards Clare, he looks good, man. He looked like the LSU guy again, man.
Yeah, that was his best game he's had in a really long time.
I think he killed the Chiefs too. Like I think every game he's been solid. I think he's doing good. And they got like 3 running backs, so they straight.
Yeah. But
Jets. J-E.
Oh yeah, Jets looking good though. And the Steelers did them some favors. They didn't do much on offense, but the Jets look pretty good though. And I really like their rookie receiver. Raiders finally got a win against
they did win that game, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
So the Broncos are kind of a struggle. I don't know. I'm really liking this new NFL though. It's really just like, hey, you never know.
You never know. You know what's gonna happen, man.
Literally any given Sunday. Green Bay barely made it out alive against the Patriots. Yeah, it's crazy to me.
So, but I like it. But I think that's pretty good for the week.
That's right.
Week 4 scoreboard.
That's funny. That's
right.
That's gonna always be funny, man.
It is pretty funny though that the AFC West was supposed to be this big bad division, and it's like it's the Chiefs again, like we knew, but that's about it. So
Andy Reid, man,
definitely getting it done. All right, that's what's up. We'll move on. We'll be back on Thursday to do all 16 money line picks, and then we'll bring you guys some locks of the week as well. And then shout out to Kelly one more time for winning the Yahoo. Make sure you guys get your picks in on that one. And yeah, we'll just keep it moving. We got actually a little bit of news for this next one for once.
Really?
Things are heating up. All right, NBA talk. Now we have officially preseason action underway for the NBA, and we're about 2 weeks away from the start of the season. We got to see Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons, and Murray all make their debuts after basically being out for a full year. Kawhi Leonard was 472 days, and then Murray was like 570 days since the last time they were on the court. So that was really cool to see them return to action. And also the Suns in preseason action on Friday night, they lost to the 36ers, who is a team.
Shout out Suns. Shout out.
When I first saw that they said the 36ers, I thought it was a typo. I thought it was a typo, dog. And
like
I saw an Australian team, and I was like, wow, y'all trash, boy. And they all played. There's no excuse for that. Chris Paul,
and Booker.
Yeah, they
all played. Shout out.
Minutes, dog. Like, no, there's no excuse.
Shout out to the Suns, man. I love it, dog.
They lost by like 10, man. Like,
Let's go.
I mean, I think it is embarrassing for the NBA, but I think especially for the Suns, coming off that loss, that Game 7 just got blown out the last time we saw them on the court. And then you're coming out. I know it's preseason. It doesn't really matter, but to lose to an Australian pro team, that's not a good look. So
when I go to sleep tonight, I need you guys to do it with me, man. We need to pray and like really pray hard that Embiid and Pop some kind of way they meet each other. We need that to happen. I want to be there too. I want to be somewhere in some kind of way. If the Sixers play the Sun this year, we gotta make it happen, dog. I just want to see that happen, man.
I think if they did meet, I think Pops might motivate him into getting them a championship finally.
Nah, he gonna be on his knee or something. You know, Pops gonna put something on him, dog. I just hope it happens because he really don't like Embiid. That's funny, man.
Oh man, that's so funny. Bobby says their Sons are trying to run down the price for Sarver so he doesn't get as much. Are in a little bit of. I mean, I'm not saying that they're like in too much trouble, but it is weird chemistry with the Sarver thing, and then also with Monty Williams. I read one article that he basically didn't really speak to too many of the players. Like he basically like gave them like this like off season kind of off. He wasn't really talking to the players, and a lot of them he hasn't really spoken to them since that Game 7 loss. Which I'm like, that's kind of weird.
It don't matter. You don't lose no 36ers. I don't care who you ain't play all. It don't matter. Y'all pro athletes. The 36ers, dog? No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have to speak to coach him to a victory in that. No. But I'm just wondering if there's like true chemistry problems or if it's just like what the deal is.
We don't care. You know, us three don't care about no Suns, dog. We do not care.
I do hope Jeff Bezos buys the squad, though. I think that would be
cool. Do too. That'd be so tight. Real talk.
Yeah. And Unk says Ime Udoka, what a mess. I just hope he leaves. I just hope
look at Pops, dog. Look at Pops, dog. Pops ready to fight, dog.
Pops says I'll be ready to fight him, but also let him know how disappointing he is to me.
Yeah, y'all need to go to counseling together. I think y'all should go a counseling session together. That's what I think we need. Because Pops loves his 76ers, and he just I don't know,
it's hurt right there. There's a
Pops. He was almost an MVP of the year. Like, come on, Pops. He's good, right?
He's giving you like 30 and 12, Pops.
Come on, Pops. What else do you want from this guy, man?
I will say this though. I know we talked about it being preseason, but the 76ers actually looked pretty good against the Nets, and the Nets played all their people, and the 76ers didn't. So. You know what I mean?
I can't believe Ben Simmons played. I didn't know he played. So I'm gonna go back and see that. I'm going back.
Yeah,
to watch
he
that
looked
game.
pretty good though. I think he looked pretty cool.
Can he play too?
He had like 5 points, 4 assists.
KD played with him? Oh no.
Yeah, KD and Kyrie. Yeah, KD played with them and Kyrie.
Wow, I'm going back to see that game. Okay.
He had like 5, 4, and 6. So he put in like a halfy double. Like
he started too?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I'll go for his season 1 championship.
I already know, Pops. That's what I said. I already know he gonna be on. I already know. Old school, Pops. You old school. We know how y'all fight. Y'all don't fight fair, dog. Yeah. I already know, dog. That's why I would never get into you with Pops. I'm good.
Pops' brother gonna come down too. He gonna get behind him. Pops gonna push him over and stuff.
Right.
And I know Pops carry a pocket knife too. I already know, Pops. I already know. I already know how y'all roll, man.
That doesn't come out unless things get tricky, though.
I know. I'm saying, if we got to go to it, I know he has it. I already know where I got one.
I think make you feel any better as a Heat fan, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? So if he starts something, we gonna jump on his ass. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
Oh man, no, that's too funny. But I think we need to hit up our boy Trez, man. See if he's got the hookup when they come to town. You know what I'm saying? He's on the Sixers now, so
I think that's sailed. I think it's gone inside joke.
The other thing we have on here is some early GM predictions. So they let the GMs of all the different teams pick basically their picks for some different things. We have the Bucks up there. That's who they voted as the NBA champion, or they predicted to be the NBA champion. Luka for MVP. The Cavs Mobley for most improved player. The Clippers for most improved team, and then actually Coach Spo for head coach of the year. So. Strizzy, they're giving your boy some love on there.
I think the first two gonna happen. And maybe the Clippers, because if you get Paul and Kawhi back healthy the whole year, they definitely gonna do better. Yeah. But I definitely think this is the next step for Luka. I think he does get MVP this year. I think because when they pretty much pick it before, so they stay the course. they pretty much don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So
right, like you got your early favorites.
Yeah,
so mess it up.
Yeah, they get it. So, and I think the Bucks. I think a healthy team. Giannis is still, to me, he's the best player in the league. So,
I agree
with Middleton, Chris Middleton is healthy.
Yeah, I do think that the Clippers, like you said, though, they've improved without making changes. Just because if they can get their guys healthy, and they added John Wall, I think they added John Wall too. So we'll see.
I also got a question for
says he doesn't like Luka. Why not?
I don't know why.
I love Luka, man. Luka's so good.
What does he do that? Maybe because he's good. You know, some people don't like people because they're good. People hate Michael Jordan. People hate LeBron James too. So yeah, I get it.
How Young and Murray play together, Pops. Truth be told, I actually think they'll play really good together. Like, I'm a huge fan of Murray's, man. I think that.
Who is Young? What Young are you talking about?
DeJounte Young.
Yeah, DeJounte Young from the Spurs.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You're talking about Trae Young and DeJounte.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, what's going on here?
I said Young from the Spurs. Yeah, Murray from the Spurs. I think they'll actually play pretty good together. I think neither one of them are selfish players. They both can play the point guard and the shooting guard role. And Murray's another kind of triple-double type player too. You know what I mean? So it kind of allows, like, we'll be able to see, we see Steph playing shooting guard every once in a while. Now we get to see Trae do it as well. So I think if the coach can put it together, I think it's another scary backcourt. So, but
I do think Murray will end up being the predominant ball handler, though.
I don't think he'll be the predominant ball handler. I think he'll play a little bit more of the two guard because he's so much bigger than Trae.
Down the stretch, I think Young had a ball in his hands.
Yeah.
You got that.
At the beginning of the game, Murray had it in his hand, but down the stretch, I think he had to.
You know what I think it'll be like? I think it'll be kind of. Granted, I think the exactly triple machine. So I think what it'll be like what the Nets could be like with Kyrie and Ben Simmons if the Nets had a better coach. You know what I'm saying? Like I think and Murray obviously can score better than Ben can. But I just think Murray is good, man. He's good.
He's very good. He's very good.
He doesn't make mistakes. Like, it just kind of sucked that he had to. I mean, granted, who better to learn from than Pop? You know what I'm saying? But he just never had the cast around him. You know, he had no point really cast around him. But man, I'm a little. We beat them up pretty bad in the playoffs last year. I'm a little worried this year because we made 0 changes and Hawks got so much better in my opinion.
Did Collins stay this year too, or did he get traded?
Yeah, he's still there too. Hawks
man. How Shaq do it? He does a pigeon or something. I don't know what that. It's a hawk or not.
That's the sound.
Shaq be trying, man.
I can't do it. Nobody can do. He's just so silly, though. I do like Shaq though because he's so silly.
Okay, Unc is on him, man. Unc is on Luka.
He doesn't like how much he whines.
I feel you. It's that Europe in him, though, Unc. It's that Europe in him. You can't help it. You can't help it.
That soccer player in him.
Yeah, they can't help it.
He went whining against the Suns. Oh, I love that, man. Man, I'll be right back, y'all. Go ahead.
But we should do that though. I'm thinking for next week, maybe in 2 weeks before the start of the season, we'll do our own predictions. And then any slackers, if you guys want to make your predictions too, we'll do like 5 different categories, and we'll each make our little picks for who we think is gonna be most improved player, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think that'll be pretty cool, so we can see what's going on. So
I'm excited though, man. We got football back, basketball has returned, hockey started earlier too. Like it's that time of the year where just every night is a sports night. You know what I'm saying? So I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. I think we're gonna move to. I know Marcus has got something for us. Oh, okay.
He got weed.
That's for
Look at this though. I haven't been wore yet. It's brand new, man. That's how we do stuff, dog.
And I had to get one. No, real talk though. One of my favorite photos of all time is that one where they're on the free throw line and Luke is just looking at Booker, or I think he's looking at Book, and he's just like smiling, like cheesing hard. He's like, y'all about to go down this game 7. That game 7, oh my God, man. Like that shit cracks me up every time I look at it.
I know it's bad. Pop says Luka gets fouled a lot, 5 fouls per wine.
But Pops, see, like I said before, Pops and Unk, that era they watch. They don't know what I'm saying. It's different for them, man. Like that's what they do now. That's just a different. It's a different game, man. You know.
No, but Pops is saying though he gets fouled a lot though. That he's saying he gets fouled more than he whines. I think.
Oh, okay. I see what he's saying.
Yeah. He is too big for most guards to guard him.
I think he's just so good too. He just took a lot.
I think he will. At the end of the day, he'll say he is a dog though. He's that guy.
Can't lie.
Yeah.
He's a baller. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go to our last topic of the day, and we'll wrap this thing out strong.
So what's next again?
Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not football.
Yeah, not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Feel me?
Okay, like baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports.
All right, other sports. Starting off with the MLB playoff picture, we have the bracket up there. That's if the season ended today. There is like 2 more games, so there could be a little bit of change. But right now, this is what it's looking like as far as who are the division winners that get that bye, and then who's going to be in the wild card round. Most notably, the Mets. They had like a 12-game lead on the Braves at one point early September, and basically blew the lead and got swept by the Braves this weekend. So now the Braves are out front. They only need 1 more game in order to clinch. This is what it's looking like, though. But Marcus, your boys are going to get their bye. They're in the mix. We got Seattle, first time in a long time, 21 years for them. I think the Phillies,
21 years.
The Mariners have been waiting a long time. Philly's been waiting a while. So, and to see the Padres sneak in without Tatis is pretty cool too. So, I think this could be a nice little playoff run. Yankees over there on the AL side too, looking pretty good with Judge.
Yeah,
I think he'll finally start getting pitches now too in the playoffs.
If you have to choose out this right here, if you have to choose, I know you have 2 teams on here you like. You want the Mets to win, or you say Dodgers win again? What you got?
I think the Dodgers are going to win again. I'd prefer. I don't know. I kind of
your heart. Would you rather see the Mets get one?
I think that'd be cool. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
even though
Astros
gonna win this
will
year,
make it back for sure. We'll see.
So did the Dodgers play the Astros in the World Series?
I can see it being a rematch for sure. I think that the Yankees, even though they've been really well, I don't know why. I just feel like they'll struggle in the playoffs. I don't know if they'll make it.
No, I mean, they've fallen off hard, dude. They started the season off so strong. They got the 50 wins way faster than everybody else. And then they had so many teams pass them up. Mets, Astros, Dodgers, like everybody passed them up wins-wise. So
what happened? The pitching stopped or something? That's what they got them there, right?
Or
was it hitting? Oh, hitting.
After the trade deadline, they just stopped. They just stopped hitting. Judge literally carried them through the rest of like the second half of that season, man. It was crazy. He's really carrying them.
Let's see here, though. Oh, Pops also mentioned, too. We mentioned at the top, a Judge hit number 62 tonight. So definitely shout out to him. It was getting rough there for a while. He wasn't getting much pitches to hit. And I know Saturday, I think it was a mixed reaction. A lot of people liked the cut-ins, but a lot of people were hating on the cut-ins all day through college football. They basically kept cutting in to see him get walked, basically. But now that he's hit 62, that's a big achievement for him. So congratulations on that.
Shout out to Earthly too. He's on here, dog. What up, dog?
What's up, Earthly? Appreciate you joining in and appreciate you watching always. Gotta give him 2 flexes for Earthly. Kelly says, "Let's go Mets." That's her squad. That's been her squad. Unk doesn't like that though. He says, "Miss Kelly, don't say that." Unk, we want to know who you're riding for. He said Braves. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Anthony Wesson's dating himself a little bit. He says his senior high school year was the last season that the Mariners went to the playoffs.
Dang. Was that Ichiro? Was he on that team, or he would?
Yeah,
Ichiro. He was like a rookie or something.
Like maybe early on in his career.
Okay.
Yeah. So dang. But yeah. But Anthony Weston, he said left field seats were over $1,000 for that Judge game tonight. That's so crazy. Pop says Dodgers and Mets have terrible managers, which will hurt their chances. Yeah,
they do.
But I don't know, man. It's interesting. I like the Braves snuck through last year. They weren't really supposed to win. So I do like in baseball, though, you get through, you get hot at the right time. You never know. But I'm thinking, I don't know. I think it might be the Astros year, Marcus. I think they're just really good. In a longer series, they're really tough to beat. So,
but say they do get lucky and win this year. Do they still get a hard time because of the stuff, or is there enough time to win by?
Enough time hasn't gone by. I think they'll still get a hard time for it, but at least this time they'll be able to say like, hey, it wasn't. You can't really take it away from them, because they're under all that scrutiny and stuff like that. So, I think people will still just be mad because they're being successful, though.
Got it.
But
quick question, baseball related too. Why did Ohtani sign that 1 year, $30 million?
Okay, so that was his arbitration. So 1 year, $30 million was his arbitration deal, because basically the way baseball works is especially when you're early on in your career, it's structured to like how much money you can make based on years of service and things like that. So technically, since he was a rookie, he wasn't supposed to be able to make that much money. But when they go into arbitration, there basically is like an independent reviewer that looks at the season and says, this is how much we think you should make based on your value.
Yeah.
And so they awarded him the $30 million in arbitration. That's the most has ever been awarded in arbitration. But that's really there to protect, like, sometimes like youngsters will come up from the AAA and they'll have a great like season. But they'll be like, making like $80,000 or something like that. So then they go into arbitration to decide like how much they should really make fairly. So
because I didn't really see all of it. I just saw like it pop up on my phone. It was like, Ohtani agreed to 1 year. I was like, why? Like let this man go play somewhere for a
now solid... after next year he'll basically be able to blow up.
He'll be unrestricted. Yeah,
be a free agent. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense, because I was like, ain't no way he signed a 1 year, $30 million. Like, he's worth way too much.
Yeah, so that's how that transpired. So, we got some sad news that I wanted to report on. That I don't know if you guys saw this story, but in Indonesia at a soccer match over the weekend, a melee happened after the match, and a bunch of people were on the field, and it basically became a tragedy. And in this melee, in this basically what became a stampede, 125 people were killed and over 300 people were injured.
Yeah.
And they're citing like some issues with like the way the police enforcement tried to basically stop what was going on. They used tear gas and they started firing onto the crowds. And inside of the arena, there was several like locked gates. So there was only like so much room for people to try to run away or to exit. And so they're holding vigils, and they're just, it's just a crazy scene. Like, this is the biggest type of tragedy I would think at a sporting event. And I know soccer fans, get crazy and get excited, but I just think like something like this should just never happen, where safety is just it's just not in place at all. So definitely want to just at least acknowledge that and to say, our condolences to the families of those people involved. That's just crazy, though.
Sad, man.
Yeah. I think there might be some new regulations that come along with that, but basically I think that the enforcement that was there, like the security wasn't supposed to be able to use like projectiles and different things of that nature. I think that really escalated things when the tear gas came out and different things is what they're basically saying. So scary stuff, though. Other news, the NHL does start this week. Preseason's already underway. This week in Prague is the first games, and then next week the game stateside will happen. So the Avalanche will try to defend their crown, and I'm hoping that they can do so bravely. The college football rankings, we got the top 10 up there. Alabama went back up to number 1 after Georgia struggled this weekend. But I do have to give a shout out to my Uncle Mark. He was in the building rooting for Mizzou, and I think that's why Missouri had such a valiant effort against the Bulldogs. I can't lie, though. I was really worried about that for a little bit, but I'm glad that they kind of got it figured out. So,
but quick question. So if Alabama and Georgia, y'all lose one game, y'all still should be okay, though, right? You think? Or is it going to be tough?
I think it's going to be tough if
depends if we lose 2.
Right, that's the thing. So, like, if either Alabama or Georgia like loses during the regular season, and then we still have to play Alabama and Georgia like for the SEC championship game, then that could put one of them at danger of losing 2 and really missing the playoffs. So, I think that's that's part of it. Is like they got to at least get through the regular season unscathed. I'd say for the Bulldogs, if we lose to Alabama in the SEC championship game, that's okay because at least we'll still be up there. But if we get 2 losses, that'll be too much. So so we'll see. Pop says the Avs will repeat. I'm hoping so too. Anthony Weston says my Tigers almost pulled it off. And it was pretty close. Kelly says embarrassing display. Good for Mizzou. Also D in the building. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you joining the show.
For sure.
Bobby says Kansas still undefeated.
Shut up, Bobby. I don't want to hear that shit.
We really don't want to hear that. We don't care.
Yeah, they're undefeated for now, but
they probably staying ranked. They undefeated. They ain't ranked still.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. The only other thing, we have Crawford and Spence on here. Apparently, the negotiations have taken a back step, and they were originally trying to target November 19th. That date's off the table. Now it's looking more like December or January if they're able to come to agreement.
I thought they would never fight each other, though. Wasn't that the thing? They would never fight? Or was it somebody else he would never fight?
It was somebody else, I think.
Oh, okay.
Originally, just a few weeks ago, they basically were like inches away from an agreement.
Okay. I thought he said, it must be the one of the twins in Texas. I know he said he would never fight one of those guys. Okay, that's probably what it was.
I think that's what it was. Spence won't fight the twins because they train together and everything.
Okay. Who wins this though? Who y'all got?
I think Crawford would win if they fight, but I don't know. I think there's something interesting they're saying with the negotiations where like neither one of them was guaranteed like money out of this, which I'm like, how could that be? So I don't know if I just think there's something issue with the promotion. Like their managers can't get together to make sure that they get paid. That's crazy because everybody wants to see fight. So
it's gonna be the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. Gonna be past his prime by the time they fight.
I was saying they gotta get this done now. They gotta figure this out.
Yeah,
have either one of them lost yet?
No, both undefeated. And Crawford's just getting up there in age. Honestly, it's just the thing with him is like he just needs to. He should have gotten his paydays already. You know, he reminds me of Triple G, where it's like he was kind of like got so far into his career before he started getting like actual attention and big money fights. So we'll see.
So Bobby is from Kansas, then, right? He's not from Missouri. He's from Kansas. And
I think he's from the Kansas City, Kansas side.
So
they're ranked 19th. They were previously unranked, but they're ranked 19th now. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think on Sunday they were 25th, and then they won again. Now they're 19.
Yeah. They still have they played the Sooners yet? They played y'all yet? Have they played the Longhorns yet? No. So we'll see how long they're undefeated.
The rest of their schedule. They have TCU, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, Texas, and Kansas State. So they got a rough
Stay tuned.
But he's from the Missouri side. Okay.
So how you going for the Jayhawks then? Are you just supporting them? Because I know Anthony don't go for no Jayhawks. I know he hate them. So that's why I asked. That's exactly what I asked. That's why I asked the question. I'm confused over here.
And he said, what's the difference? My birth certificate says
I just work with all the teams. Yeah, here. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's like me saying, I'm going for the Suns, I live here. I'm going for the Cardinals. Heck no, I never go for them. Never.
I don't root for no team.
That's what's so funny though. It's like as far as like we do this sports podcast from Arizona, we don't like really any of the Arizona teams like that.
Not really. I don't like none of them. So I'm just putting it out there. Go 36ers. That's my new favorite team.
Go 36ers.
36ers are up there.
I'm gonna definitely find me a jersey. I'm gonna wear it to a game.
All right, that's what's up though. That's good stuff. Say Like a Champ episode 162 in the books. 2 weeks away from basketball. We got hockey starting. MLB Playoffs start on Friday as well. So definitely lots to look forward to. And yeah, the NFL is rolling too. This has been pretty crazy. With that, I'm still trying to figure out my way with this pick'em thing. I still have not been competitive yet, but I'm gonna give me a week.
You gotta start from Monday until you can't wait till the day before. That's what the problem is. You gotta put some study time in, man. You know how you used to do it, man.
True, I've been too busy, man. I haven't been getting in my books. That's right.
I was worried about it too because I did horrible in the earlier games, but then like the second, I got like every like second half right, so like it worked out. But man, it was rough. Oh yeah, boss, rest in peace, Coolio, man.
That'll be the way to end it.
Didn't we talk about this already?
We talked about it briefly on Thursday's show.
Oh, okay. I thought I was talking about it.
But yeah, but definitely rest in peace, Coolio. We'll keep living in this gangster paradise. And we'll see you guys on Thursday for Secure the Bag, where we'll make our NFL picks. And then next week for Say Like a Champ, we'll be back. But until then, it's your boy A-Dub.
Go Bills, man.
We love you, Bobby, man. We love you, dog. Go, Bobby.